children, this is Latika Nair from Samarpan Gyan School. Today we are going to study English of class 7th. Chapter number 3, The Desert, from Supplementary Reader Book, An Alien Hand. So children, before going to this topic in detail, what the desert mean to you? Wait, I will tell you. Barren land, place where it is very hot and even the temperatures are very fluctuating, and even I know what is coming in your mind. The picture of a camel. Yes or no, children? Okay, so we will see that what is a desert. So a desert covers more than 1/5 of Earth's area, and they are found in every continent. And this kind of place gets only 10 inches of rainfall every year. So children, can you imagine 10 inches? It means 25 centimeter per year. Can you just imagine? So the deserts are a place of a wider class of regions, and those are called as dry lands. So now we will see what is a desert according to the writer. Those of us who live in regions it means areas covered with forests and surrounded by hills may have find it difficult to imagine what a desert is really like. So children, here the writer is telling that for those people who are not living in the desert area, it is very difficult to imagine that how the people and the animals and the plants live in the desert area with only 25 centimeters of rainfall. Can you just imagine? So it is very difficult to live in such areas without rainfall, right? So we also believe that it is an endless stretch of land, right? And that too without rainfall, and no vegetation grows over there. Exactly, this is what is there in our perspective. So now we will see that what the writer wants to say about the desert. It is dry, hot, waterless and without shelter. So this is what we think about the desert. This is not entirely correct. So here the writer is telling that whatever we are thinking, it is not the complete truth, right? For those who have studied it, the desert can be a beautiful place. So here the writer is also telling that desert is completely different other than what we are knowing about the desert, right? It is the home of varieties of people. So varieties of people live in desert. Animals, plants are living in such area, and they know how to live in such area and such a dry condition. So here the grounds are not covered with the plants or trees or grass, right? But some of the trees are growing in the desert area too. See, here you can see one picture where there is no tree, and here you can see one picture where there is one tree in the desert, right? So here the rainfall is very less, right? It is very rare, but then also the desert flowers, whenever there is a rainfall, the flowers bloom, right? And this sight is really rewarding, right? So it is a real treasure for those people who are living in the desert area. A desert is not always flat. So here the desert is not always flat. It always has a mountains and hills too, right? Here you can see that it is fully flat, and here you can see that it is not flat, right? So it may have oasis. Now you must be thinking, what is this oasis, right? Oasis can be big and small. In one picture you can see this is what oasis is, right? Oasis, it means that a green island in the middle of the desert where there are lots of plants, trees, and even some water is available over there, right? So in one picture there is a small oasis, and in another picture you can see that there is a bigger oasis, right? So there are different kinds of oasis in the desert, and it is situated in the exact middle of the desert. And here the writer is also telling about two kinds of desert. One is a hot climate desert, and the other one is cold desert like Ladakh. And two examples are also given. One is about the Thar desert, and the another one is about the cold desert, that is Ladakh. So here, but generally speaking, if a place has little or no water and vegetation, people usually call it as a desert. So whenever we are seeing any place where there is no water and no vegetation, so what we people think that it is just a desert. So we are just tagging those places as a desert, right, without seeing whether it is a desert, real desert or not. Some deserts are almost totally without water. So here there are certain deserts which are not having any water, and in such places strong winds blow. So what are the scenery in such places? There is a strong winds blowing in such a desert, and they are depositing the sand from one place to another, and they create a mounds over there. Mounds, it means that big heaps, mountain like structure, right? And these are known as sand dunes. So what it is? It is sand dunes, right? So it is just the movement of the sand across the desert. And few plants have an ability to survive in such a movement of sand, such a moving sand, right? So here to children, I am going to show you a video which is related to sand dunes, right? And in this picture you can see that how the sand is moving from one place to another with the help of wind. See here, you can see that how the with the help of wind, the sands are moving, sands are shifting, right? This is the way how the sands are moving from one place, and then they are making a big mounds and all, right? So children, we have completed with our first part, right? I hope you people understood what was there in the first part. We learned about the sand dunes, oasis, and then also our perspective about the desert and the writer's perspective about the desert. So now we are going to end up with the homework session, right? So here I have made two questions for you. This is one word question which you have to solve. You have to just identify what it is, right? So I have a green patch with fresh water and green trees grow near me. I am situated in the middle of a vast desert. I have a beautiful sight. Who am I? So you have to guess the answer. And the another one is, I am available where there is no water. Strong winds carry me and deposits me in mounds. So guess who am I? So these are the two questions which you have to solve. Okay students, bye, have a nice day and thank you.